Welcome back to A Better Life. And again, we're going to continue and finish out our show today with Senator Rick Ward. Rick, we were in a meeting together last week where you spoke to a group of business owners, and one thing that was really highlighted in your conversation, in your speech to them, was auto insurance rates in the state of Louisiana.
That's right.
And how that not only affects, individual families and but business as well, big and small businesses.
Sure.
So how what did y'all accomplish in this past session, or what do you see, and talk a little bit about the insurance rates?
Yeah, well, it's a very difficult thing to accomplish in terms of trying to figure out how you can positively affect insurance rates. There's a lot of discussion on all sides of that matter, and there were some bills out there that claimed they would maybe reduce rates, but then whenever the author and maybe the proponents of the bill would come to committee, they would not say that it would reduce rates. They would just say that, well, the title of the bill may say that, but we don't know that it will. We're not even sure that we could testify that it will in any way. And then there's some other things. There's so many factors that other states have started to look at.
Okay.
For example, I was always under the impression that your rates would directly be linked to your driving record. So
okay.
if I
got 3 tickets or DWI, my rates would be highly affected.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
But what's been kind of found out through some research in the last few months is that's not always the case. For example, one person may have a DWI and 2 speeding tickets, but because of some other criteria on their profile, they are actually paying less than somebody else who has, in the past 10 years, a perfectly clean driving record. And so those are some things that we have to look at. One of the major factors that seems to be a big issue here in the state is the very high amount of uninsured motorists that we have on the road. And so I'm not exactly sure how you enforce those things, but it's something that I think we need to start taking a deep look at over the next interim between here and the next session, and see how we can address it.
Okay. Yeah, especially families with young children just getting their driver's license and everything, and you got a mom and dad and 2 young teenagers who got their driver's license. Insurance is going to be very expensive.
Absolutely.
And I'm just glad that y'all are addressing it. Rick, in closing out our show here on Better Life, is there anything else that you would like to bring up regarding your business, or your, as a lawyer, your the legislature, or anything?
Well, I'm closing out my second session. It's really been a great learning experience for me, and it's been an honor to serve. And so I hope we can try and continue to do some good things for the state, and of course for the district I serve. That's always the most important thing to me, and I try and look at it from my district's perspective, and then secondly from the statewide perspective, and the impact there. But it's been a humbling experience to get to do that, and I hope I get to stick around and do one more round. So.
Well, good people watching Better Life. I've known Rick and his family a very long time, and he's got a beautiful wife and 3 beautiful children, and I know he's a great dad and family man, and I know he's got his heart protecting them, and the laws that come across his desk there as a legislator, and the same laws that affect you, affect all of us, and that's what he's standing for, and we're fighting for conservative values, and down at as a state senator. Thank you for watching for ABL, and we see you our next show. God bless you.